Hello, my dear friends. I hope you are doing well. So, I'm coming to share with you how I reorganized my decks on my desk based on how I'm using my Oracle and Tarot decks. Let's say that the Oracle and Tarot that we have are a tool to help us in our daily life, spiritual life, decisions that we make, reflecting on our shadows, but also on our strengths, and reflecting on relationships that we have, the partnerships we have, and so on. So they participate in our lives actively. This is my goal for my collection: is to um, uh, enjoy it, even contemplating, but also enjoying the art in it, and being part of my daily life. So this is why I reorganize them in such a way. The first category is the monthly readings, and these will set the energy for my month, will show me my focus areas, where I'm heading to, the help of the ancestors that I have, any message that I might be forgetting or not seeing. And one of them is the Weaver's Oracle deck, an amazing deck that feels so true, so real, so deep, shamanically. And I feel like this is one of my essences, the shamanic way, shamanic practice. And my ancestors, the grandmothers, that we miss in our lives, giving us counsel every month. So I really enjoy doing this. I've been doing it for the whole year. And you see here, these are my cards for this month. The great joy that I have with this deck is to use it with the Margaret Peterson tarot, another amazing ancestors oracle tarot deck that I'm loving jumping into. It's deep, it's profoundly transformative, especially intuitive. It's like a subtle way. When you open the veil and just grasp just some things, like when you do shamanic journey, sometimes you don't see everything, you don't understand everything, but the most you spend time with that vision, the more things start coming. So there is this aspect of crossing the veil and looking through for any guidance that will help per month. Another deck that I love also playing with for this purpose is the Archetype Oracle deck. Now, this has been in my collection for some months now, but the the initiations I offer, and I also go through, feel a lot, that authentic voice that we have, and knowing who we really are, not being afraid of our vulnerability, welcoming our shadow side, welcoming the wisdom of the events that we considered before good or bad, and now we kind of see the big picture. We see the design of life, the flow of divine flow, divine flow of life, I would say. So it goes beyond judgment. That's why I love this. I love this deck, and it mixes so well with these two, bringing more wisdom to my life. So these are about the monthly readings, and without forgetting, of course, I have this oracle deck here. I got it in Greece, and it's called the Cards of Inspiration, Flow of Self-Knowledge. I showed it on my channel before, and it feels like these old kind of books, and no, it reminds me of the Library of Alexandria with its very creative very creative and very abstract, sometimes art. I really love it. Also bringing that, you see this kind of merging with the other oracles and tarot. Most of the time it brings me like a practical advice. I'm really sensing that aspect of it. Okay. Wait, I need to set that right. Oh, yeah, of course. I won't forget this oracle deck here, the Druid Animal Oracle deck, also using it monthly. And you can see my card here is the Bee card. And that is the animal side and the animal wisdom that comes. I can add so much more, plants and things like that. But for the moment, this is, this month, this is what I'm setting. And the weavers and the others here have been with me for many months now this year. The other oracles and decks and tarot decks that I use are for daily purpose. So for daily purpose, I change many times during the month. But for the moment, I acquired, and let me just put them here. So I got these beautiful decks. One of them is the Mushroom Hunters tarot deck. I've been showing it on my channel also. My love for mushrooms has been growing so much. So this is my companion for the moment. We are becoming so much friends. We speak the same language. We are for the nature, and it's very gentle, even if sometimes the messages are hard. I feel like it's a very reassuring friend for me, being and communicating with the mushroom world. And happily, I found another companion to it, which is let me just try to find the name of this one. It's quite new. And I got it here you go. I got it in Sweden. When I was doing a conference and selling my books and offering sessions there, I met with these beautiful. There was a beautiful lady with Danielle Wilby. It's a creator, male creator, and this has attracted me. Now, of course, we love art, right? we love our oracle decks and tarot decks for their art, but this one is a simple deck. It had like the back of the cards, but it has like inspirations of wisdom constructed in such a way. It reminded me that tarot, you have the exploration, you have observation, you have meditation, and so on. So it reminded me tarot, but also like something special about its energy feels so much connected to nature and so much aligned, so much true. So I'm really drawn to that truth, in the decks, and not just like another repetitive deck. It's the same thing again and again. So it's very authentic, really. I'm happy about having it, and I'm using it alongside with the mushroom tarot deck. So these are for my daily draws, and of course I have another one. This is the try to remember the name here. The Telluric Tarot, yeah. So I had this deck before, and I gave it to Steph, my friend, and then it got me again. The colors, I've been seeing it appearing in my dreams, in my inspirations again and again, and I'm like, where am I gonna find it? It's out of print. And then by magic, there was a lady offering it for a really, really good price, and I jumped on it. This one is attracting me for its colors, the combination with the plant kingdom, of course the crystal kingdom, and it is really opening. Like the first time I had it, it didn't, and now we are understanding each other's. We are speaking the same language, and I'm really loving it. Like when I draw cards, it's pinpoint, and also the colors are so relaxing and so inspiring, and acting as a healing power. They have healing power for me, so I really, really enjoy using this one for my daily draws. Now, of course, this is what I use for myself, for trying to organize here, for my own readings. But of course, now we are getting to the third category, which is daily draws, but for decision making. And this category is more related to my work, the projects I do, the directions to take, and so on. And for the moment, I got a box. So let me show you this. All right, so I created a box for these type of readings, which are decision making. My goal is to try some decks that I didn't try for a long time, to see if we are doing well together at the same time, to have a different perspective from the usual decks I use, and also to kind of get a friend. Get a friend that stays with me for the whole day and that I am comfortable being with for the whole day, right? So there is some art, in tarot that you cannot stay for a long time. There's some deep work. Sometimes it's repetitive and so on. So this friend has to be, you know, kind of friendly, easy to be with. Um, Pinpoint when I ask him, easy for the answer, and so on. And this is why I'm taking now the Future Ancestors Tarot. This is what I'm using at the moment. I'm loving it, loving it, and I might get it to be on my one of the other categories. I don't want to speak about it now, but yeah. I love this deck. I really love it. The more I use it, the more I get kind of like comfortable with its language, and it has plants, and it's very good one for the projects. I must say, the projects, making decisions about flights, things like that is very very good. I am also using the Incidental Tarot. Now this one has been hidden for some time, and I got it out. I am not sure I'm gonna keep it because this is what happens in this category when you have decisions, quick answers. You compare, you start comparing between 2 or 3 decks and saying, okay, this one is better than this one, and I'm very comfortable with the Future Ancestors Tarot. And this one, it takes time, and I don't know if it's for decision making. Maybe it's more for meditation. Maybe I don't know, something. The art is beautiful. The meaning of the cards are amazing, but maybe it's not a good category for it, or maybe I should let it go. We will see. But for now, I'm keeping it for this week to try, because I have other decks to try still and to kind of experiment with, talking about the Cat's Tarot that I want to try, see if it fits this category. This one, I forgot its name. We have the Gentle Tarot, which is one of my favorites, but I want to try it again for this decision making. Anyway, I have a couple here. I have the Shimonet Tarot deck that I didn't use for a long time, getting it out. So this is my pile for decision making daily draws. All right, now the next category is the decks that I use per season. So we talked about the month, we talked about the daily draws, and now I want to talk about the seasons. Why seasons? Because every season has its own color palette. Now that I'm filming this video, we are in the winter, entering the winter. So autumny, wintry decks, I have a lot, but I just wanted to get back to some of them, like the Anake Tarot, which is very, very wintry, very cavey, even if it has a lot of yellow color, which is one of my favorites. I have the Llewellyn. Tarot deck. I have my love, which is the wooden tarot, which with its friend, the hidden realm tarot. I forgot his name. I have of course, the Usi tarot deck, also one of my favorites. And I have here the Taldwick and the Dreaming World Tarot. I forgot its name, but these two work together. I've got here, let me see what I have. Of course, I have here the Past Lives Oracle deck, a really, really good one. These are for season, but also for world relation kind of questions. For example, political questions, economic questions, big kind of what is happening in the world and how can I deal with it. Let me see what I have here. Oh, yes, here I have the Petrak Tarot, which is kind of like, it feels like more springy And I don't know why I put it in this winter, but maybe, I don't know, it went out of stock, and I don't know, it feels like bringing the light, and in the darkness, when I saw it going out of stock, I'm like, oh, this would be really nice to bring colors to the winter season. And yeah, so these are the tarot and oracles, mostly tarot for the season. I'm sure I have more per season, but just wanted to give you a glimpse of the organization. Now, if we go to decks for heavy work, spiritual work, there are specific decks that I am having here, and one of them is the, let me just get it here, the Moonchild tarot deck. I was practically going to sell this deck because I felt it was not working that much for me. I preferred the Moonchild Gold Edition, but when I experienced readings with this one, I felt very much connected to it, and it gave me really, really a great guidance for where I was heading on my spiritual path. So I decided to keep it for that. And as a companion to it, I'm using the oracles. This oracle, the unicorn, I think is called the unicorn tarot oracle deck. I didn't use it for some time now because I'm using other copies, but it's always there for heavy questions, making decisions for spiritual life, and so on. In the same category, I will just put out these decks here, which is, again, we have the Moonchild, another it's the same kind of tarot deck, but the golden edition with some modifications. This is staying here by my side, even if I'm not using it for that purpose at the moment. And I have the Star Child also tarot deck for that purpose, like spirituality, life decision, direction, and shadow work. I have much more for this purpose, but wait, let me just. So this one also, the alchemical, I think it's called Egypt. I forgot the name of this deck by Nikki Scully. I'm sorry, but let me see if I have something here. Anubis, of course, the Anubis Oracle deck. This is also part of the combo. I have another one that I'm using for the moment. Just putting it here. At the moment, talking about season, for this type of heavy work, the Wisdom of the Shadows and Wisdom of the Feminine, I think I have just 3 copies left of this one. If you want to get it, it's on my website. Also for heavy work and spiritual work, and combining it with the Crow Tarot with the Messenger Oracle deck. So this is the one I'm using mostly for the heavy work at the moment. But sometimes it's like this one, and we decide. But they have always to be here somehow because, this is my work in a way. It's just I have to check it all the time. Now, other decks that I want to, so just checking. Yeah. All right. So now I have some decks that I want to show you. Let me just see if I can turn here and going up. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So just don't want to get them out old. I usually work with clients depending the questions they ask and the energy they have. And for this, I have very specific decks that I put here for the purpose. I want them to be handy, easy to reach, and also easy to access, whether for the client or for me for quick readings, and so on. So for this purpose, I am using Tarot of Mystical Moments. I have this one is the Slow Tarot. This one is the Wheel of Fortune, which is really, really good reader. This one is the I forgot its name. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one is the Newman Tarot deck, one of my favorites for the readings. I got all my cards out finally. Huh? The Hoods Tarot, which is a really good one also for the readings, but I'm putting it there like just for a trial, because I have really good friends for this, so I tend to depend on them most of the time. This is a new one also to try, which is the Dreaming Way Tarot. I got it recently and trying to see if it would work for these type of readings. Of course, the Victorian Romantic Tarot, one of the best readers I have, and also one of the best readers I have here. I got its name somewhere, but let me just show you here. I'll try to make sure I have its name somewhere because I always forget. But this one, just showing here. Amazing, amazing reader. This is so good tarot reader. Okay. Other ones that I am having here. Hey, I got it. So the Woven Path. Yeah, the Woven Path tarot also really, really good for readings, and I have its companion, which is the Forest Oracle. We'll show it maybe another time. We have here also a combination of the Rain Shadow Tarot. We have the two other oracle decks that are created by the same creator. Okay, so yeah, for now, these are the ones that I put here for these type of readings. All right, so we continue with our categories. Now, there are some decks that I am not using for my daily draws, but I like to keep close because I have been using or because I'm transitioning to other decks. And one of them is the ones I have been using for the last months nonstop, which is the Moon. Here. So this is the Blood Moon Tarot, one of my favorites now. We've been friends for some time and I'm not sure I want to put it aside. We will continue our journey together. Alongside the Become an Oracles, my own oracle deck, they are really, really good friends, and the synchronicities they have is just amazing. And also, I love to have this kind of like daily messages from my oracle. Oh, got this deck here, this card here. From my oracle, like this oracle self coaching kit is in French, but I like to have like a daily message. So these I'm keeping aside for now because I'm in full use of the mushroom. Okay, so just like keeping them here. Other decks I like to keep. I forgot the name of this one. The Iris tarot deck, I think, in combination. I really love this deck. In combination with the, let me see the name here. My goodness, I forget all the time. I'm gonna get it, so we have two decks to remember the names. But yeah, these two are really good couple, and they have been proving really giving good readings. Usually I mix them with the feminine and masculine kit also. So yeah. So these are decks that I like keeping just in case, because we use our cards all the time, don't we? Before we finish, there is a category of oracle and tarot decks that I use per purpose. I'm not gonna show these 2 or 3 categories, just one of them. So one of the one I'm not gonna show is the Healing Oracle and Tarot decks. I have them in another place, and these are for my sessions about energy healing for people who are going through an ascension process, going through a disease, and so on. I want to accompany through different days, many days. So I have like a special place, altar, where I dedicate those decks for and use them for. Another category I'm not showing today is the fairy tales exploration decks. That is a course I used to give till say August because I've been traveling a bit, but it's a dedicate text dedicated to fairy tales exploration and study. So they are not here. And there is another category. That one I'm going to show today is related to art because I'm preparing a special course at the Temple of Roses for my priestesses about how to let the flow, the divine flow, go through you using your art, your poetry, and so on. So one of the talents and the muses we awaken is the muse of painting and art, and yes, the cards will help us to do so. So let me show you here. Let's see. All right, so one of the decks that they talk about is this one, the Witch's Compendium Oracle deck, I think. So it's here for that purpose. Another deck that I showed recently is the Fifth Spirit Oracle deck because I changed it to an Oracle, but it's a tarot. I separated the cards that I really enjoy from it. And another deck is the I love this one. I still have some copies available of the Many Queens Tarot if you want them. I know that it's going now it's available on mass market, but the decks I have are really the indie version. So if you want it, it's available on my website or on Etsy. So this one also I'm keeping it aside for the purpose of that course. And I love it. I love the art of the artist is amazing. I mean, if you get the chance to discover her Instagram, and her art feels really alive. So this one is for that purpose. Let me see the other one here. Another one is the luminous spirit. I was thinking about selling it and just even put it on my list. But it's also part of that artistic side to inspire my students and give them examples of what you can do when you are inhabited by the flow. This is just not the form of the drawing, it's the simplicity of it, the concise. It's concise, it's going to the point. We don't need to feel. It's like poetry, right? Sometimes when you get the inspiration, you don't need to write a full page. Just like few words will be enough to have an impact. So yeah, so this is one of the categories, and these ones are very much related to my work, right, as a therapist, and of course we will have many others for those who are working with plants, right, and crystals and spirits. So much more you can do with the oracles and tarot decks, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these categories, and let me know which ones you have and which ones you are using. How do you cut them, and how do you incorporate them into your life? And wishing you a very good day. Much love.